Hi, my name's Elena, and I'm going to be speaking about Chapter 5 from the textbook, and it's called New Writing Basics. So basically starts out summary leads. One major concept is the summary lead, which means it tells the reader the main idea and news value for the story. So that is like usually around like the first or first few sentences of the article. The chapter explains that burying the lead or placing it too far down in a story can make it seem like the writer lacks good news judgment. But however, like soft news or feature stories, those leads are a little bit delayed just to create suspense. A strong summary lead usually addresses the 5 W's and H, so who, what, where, when, why, and how. And then a lead doesn't need to include all of these, but it should almost always include who and what, because that's the most important. And writers are also encouraged to keep the summary lead very concise and like no more about like 30 words. In chapter 5, it also talked about headlines. A headline states the main idea in the story and is expanded upon the lead. Because many people only read just the headlines, especially online, headlines play a crucial role in attracting attention to that story. So, and then this chapter also distinguished between a print and web headlines. So print headlines are usually short and straightforward, and web headlines are often longer and usually more engaging to the readers. When writing headlines, writers should always write the headline after completing the article, focus on strong keywords and like kind of show like what's it's mostly about. And they avoid words like a, and the. And it's also used in a present tense for past and current events. And yeah, then it kind of talked about the inverted pyramid style. So that basically organizes information from descending order of importance. It kind of allows the readers to quickly understand the most important details, and it allows editors to cut from the bottom if needed. Although some journalists criticize the style of the inverted pyramid, it remains the standard format for hard news writing mostly, especially for leads and early paragraphs. And then attribution is another major focus of the chapter. Attribution identifies the source of information, which is similar to citations in academic writing, but it's in like a journalist format. So that could be like said, according to, reported, like those 3 words. And then basically attribution helps maintain an objective tone. It adds credibility to the article or the news story, and it explains how information was obtained. So that could be like, it talked basically about the importance of direct quotes, indirect quotes, and paraphrasing, as well as including qualifiers for the first time a source is mentioned to establish credibility or relevance. And then body of the article. So that kind of expanded on the story while continuing the inverted pyramid structure. The information should still appear in the order of importance, not necessarily in chronological order. So that kind of be like maintaining an objective third-person tone, using short paragraphs of 3 to 4 sentences, and using attributed quotes to support facts. So less important details should appear near the end where they can be cut if necessary. So just kind of like outside resources and examples, I feel like this kind of reminded me of like other classes I've taken at Millersville about like news story. And you can like notice all of these in like the Millersville news page, the Snapper, Lancaster Online, WGAL. So yeah, chapter 5 basically explained the essential building blocks of news writing by using strong summary leads, effective headlines, the inverted pyramid style, proper attribution, and clear article body. Writers can basically communicate all of that and communicate news accurately and efficiently in professional news story. Thank you.